The magical forest. Once upon a time, there lived a poor woodcutter who lived with his wife in a small house by the mountains. Every day, the woodcutter will go into the forest to cut wood and sell the wood to get money to have a good dinner to eat with his wife in the small house. But every day, he is only have a little money, not a big more money. One day, when he was shopping a stump one day, and then he see a bag full of gold. He said, "It is gold," he said. And then he walked back home, and he was thinking how he could use these golds. What I must do with all these golds, he asked himself. On the way, he see a big bush near a banyan tree, and then he hid the bag full of gold inside the bush near the banyan tree, and then he walked back home. But on his way back home, he said, "But when I walk back home with this bag full of gold, the king will know that I'm stolen something from someone, and he didn't listen to me and put me in jail," he said to himself. "But my wife cannot take her mouth shut. She cannot say a single word. But she didn't keep her promise and didn't let her mouth shut, and I will put in jail," he said. "But maybe I will not tell this secret to anyone or my wife," he said. "That is a great idea." And then he walked home very happily. But he was so excited. But he must tell his wives about the news. But he kept his promise to himself, so he cannot tell the secret to his beloved wife. And one day, the poor woodcutter said to his wife, "Dear, you must bring your hooked basket and follow me to the forest. This day is rain, and the mushing forest is full of mushrooms," he said. The wife who loved mushrooms said, "Oh, mushrooms, let's go, hurry up." And then he take her wicker basket and follow her husband. And then they walk into the forest. And then the woodcutter pretended to see something. Look, it is a bag of gold," he said. What are you saying?" What his wife said in surprise. Tears fill her eyes as she touched the gold coins. "Oh, why will you do with all these golds?" And then he said, "Oh, I forgot. You must pick mushroom in the forest," he said. "And I will," he said. "I will go to the river and catch some fish," he said. Then the wife go into the grass, but when she cannot see a single mushroom, she see what? Fish, she said. "Why on the grass is a fish? The fish needs to go into the water." The woodcutter laughed. And then the woodcutter said, "I say it's a donut tree," he said. "A donut tree?" asked his wife in surprise. It must be a magical, magical forest, she said, surprised. And then she picked up the fish on the grass and the donuts on the trees in the forest. And then her wife, her husband, taking some fish in the river. But suddenly, woohoo! He yelled. He shouted, "Look, dear, I have something! A rabbit in the rivers!" He said. "A rabbit in a river? Why? Why the fish and breeze on land and the rabbit could breeze under waters?" they asked. And then they both take rabbits, donuts, and fish back to their homes and eat it happily. And from that day on, the king didn't know their secrets. And then they lived happily ever after. And every day they would go to the magical, magical forest to pick donuts on the trees, fish on the grass, and rabbit under the river. And they all lived happy and a fulfilled life. See ya. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.